Yes. I just wanted to look in here and see if there's any lawsuits that I wasn't aware of. Yes. Now, there is known as sexual orientation. Yeah. A person's predisposition or inclination towards sexual activity or behavior with other males or females, heterosexuality, homosexuality, or bisexuality. Yes. And then there's the sexual predator. Yeah, someone who has committed many violent sexual acts. Propensity for committing violent sexual acts. Yes. And there's the sexual relations, sexual intercourse, sex. Yes. Also termed Cornelius copula. Physical sexual activity that does not necessarily culminate in intercourse. Yes. Mhm. Sexual relations usually involve the touching of another's breast, vagina, penis, or anus. Yes. Both persons, the toucher and the person touched, are said to engage in sexual relations. Oh. Now, this sex predator known as law enforcement, yes. You didn't tell them that they were going to receive a contagious disease when you had sex with them. Oh. Then you didn't tell them that they'd have to freshen up their vaginas, as in put all the vaginas on themselves. I thought somebody was upset at me last night for whatever reason. I was just mentioning another woman that I know that just had a baby. I heard that if you put a baby, a little boy or a little girl, just an infant, maybe 2 months old, on the actual sexual nerve endings of somebody in the family, yes, completely dries up their sexual want to have a wet vagina. But there could be another way to do this so that we don't have to use infants or toddlers. Yes, we could use Charlie horses. Wouldn't that be a frustrating experience that you have to come to find out and you're in the very act of sexual relations? Yes, having sex with a sexual predator that happens to be paying you for the sexuality that you're experiencing, and along comes the United States military and causes a huge fucking Charlie horse. Now, maybe it's better if we don't use babies. Did you arrange for somebody to come to find out last night? Oh, see, the individuals that I know that stay in the homeless shelter, they never involve themselves in sexual exploitation. Yes, it's a type of employment discrimination. No, the use of a person, especially a child, in prostitution, pornography, or other sexually manipulative activity, sometimes shortened to exploitation. Now, for all of you in the cult of the way, yes, where you have your top secret communication system, what if every time that you had a wet vagina, you got a Charlie horse? Oh, and every time that you decide to harden your penis, you got a Charlie horse. Would that soften things or cause a dryness to it be? Now, as much as we dislike having to use technology to work through the issues of technology, yes, I didn't want to sleep at the homeless shelter, but it looks like somebody other than the petitioner motioned the court. Yes. And it looks like somebody in the sheriff's office might have used a fraudulent address and violated numerous United States Postal Service laws. Yes. And I've been trying to get my sons for 7 years and 3 months. So why don't we give the way that Charlie horse that each and every time they thought they needed to come to find out, they find out they don't? It's a painful experience not wanting to come. Well, discharging in the toilet's not going to be good enough anymore because the sheriff's and the police department don't realize the crime, the felony of spreading a contagious disease that happens to destroy the actual normal sexual relations between those that are men and women, where the breast, the vagina, and the penis is involved. I myself don't have anal sex. I don't find it that attractive, but I do have sexual intercourse, and if I could, I'd like to make sure that still works for me. Now, let's see.